Let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world call you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words a person can be called, in my opinion. It doesn't matter that these things aren't true.
You know which one hurt her the most? When that one guy called her a silly goose. All right, guys. Colleen Ballinger apparently responded to all the stuff going on with her. I guess she listened to Bull Blacks. Get it? Respond to the allegations. I know a lot of people have been upset with me about my take on the situation. I'll give it really quick. It's that what she did was incredibly inappropriate. However, I don't think that she thinks that she's a... That's it. That's the take that upset a lot of people. I understand tensions are high. I get it. You know, this is a pretty big situation. Colleen may have had a pretty negative impact on a lot of people. So, you know, hopefully what she says is, hey, listen, it's, you know, what I did was incredibly inappropriate. I have no actual an excuse. I don't know. Maybe she'll move forward better. I don't know. I don't know. People are saying it's a horrible. People are saying that it was pretty bad, though. I could already tell by the somber face. I'm very apprehensive about YouTuber apologies. Because it's just like, I don't know, bro. Like this face thing. What's going on? You know, it's just like it feels like ready. It feels, but you know what I mean? It feels like we're getting ready to put on a performance. But let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see. You could have edited this part out, Colleen. Oh my god, bro. This is really bad. Dude, I'm not laughing at this funny. This isn't. There's no way it starts out with a fucking ukulele solo. At this, we're 6 seconds in, and I could already tell that she should have just stayed quiet. Oh no! No, this is not good. Okay.
Hey.
No.
It's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, though. Just as long as it's entertaining to you.
Wow. I'm at a loss. Listen, okay, this isn't Colleen anymore, guys. This is fucking Miranda Sings. I gotta listen to it again. This is a little crazy.
Doesn't matter if it's true, though. Just as long as it's entertaining to you.
So,
right?
Listen, if her perspective is, hey, listen, some of this is over-exaggerated. Okay, I mean, listen, let's be honest. I tend to agree. I think things that get thrown into the atmosphere on YouTube do get sensationalized to such a crazy extent that we can't have the right conversation for this topic, which is what she did was very inappropriate. But I don't think that she's a predator, and we need to have discussions about like what real accountability looks like. Okay, I agree with that, but you can't do a 30-second song about it. You got to come on. I mean, you're rich. You could have consulted somebody. And maybe she did. I don't know. Maybe she consulted Weird Al Yankovic, and he's like, fucking write a song. I don't know why Weird Al, but that's what came to my fucking head. Okay.
You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train.
ZQ super chatted $2. Now she's losing her Miranda rights after this.
Yes, she's losing her Miranda rights. You're losing your Miranda Sings rights. I'm gonna have to read them to you. You listen, just to be clear, you have the right to remain silent, Miranda. Oh, sorry, Colleen. It's hard to tell because we're playing a fucking song. What are you doing? This is theater kid behavior. This is not the way to. This is not the correct way to respond. This is crazy. Oh my god. Okay.
Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun.
This isn't the whole video, is it?
Hi everyone. I've been wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though...
Here we go, guys. Colleen Ballinger grooming accusations brought to you by Walt Disney. What the fuck is happening here? You can't do this, Colleen. You can't do this. This isn't this. What are you doing? Oh my god. She's lost her fucking marbles. Thank you for the
Sign 12 super chatted $1.99.
Oh my god.
Can you put her age on the screen next to the video?
Let's see. Thank you, Latchkey Goth Boy, or Latchkey Goth Boy, for the 5-month sub. Yeah, active deflection musical. Colleen, this is not. Listen, I'm sure she's under some stress because, again, I think that some of these things that are happening are exaggerated. The predatory narrative is exaggerated. Her inappropriate behavior is real. It does exist, but this is not the way to run it. You know, this isn't changing any minds. I'll tell you that much.
my team has...
She's being accused of some serious stuff, but jokes. I don't even know if this is a joke. I think that this is her fucking mental breakdown. Maybe that's her angle she's going with. I'm a psychopath. Maybe that's the angle.
Strongly advised me to not say what I want to say. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say.
Well, you are clearly not listening to your team.
I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say.
Wow, that's fucking beautiful, Colleen. You broke the matrix with that technicality there.
Here I am, and today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen.
Okay.
Here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans.
Okay.
But not in a creepy way, like a lot of you are trying to suggest.
Well, listen. I don't think her intention was to be creepy. But I will say that there's definitely self-reflection to be had. You should not be messaging your young fans, even if you don't mean to be trying to sexually interact with them or anything like that. I think that there should be boundaries that you set between yourself and your fans, which you're more responsible for setting those, because not only are you the celebrity, but you are the adult in the situation. You have to take accountability for that. Okay.
It was more of a loser kind of way.
That's part true. You are a loser.
Besties with everybody.
That's okay.
It's kind of like when you go to a family gathering, and there's a weird aunt there keeps coming up to you and going "Hey girl, what's the tea?" And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I just turned the fucking ukulele down. Thank you for the 7-month sub. Yeah, so quirky and silly.
That was me. Doing group chats with my fans. It was weird.
Okay.
I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. But in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there.
You put a lot of effort into a song that rhymed. Why? Oh, bro, come on, bro.
There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability.
Okay. Listen. Personally, I'm struggling to see it. I don't like. Why the fucking ukulele? Is it a ukulele? Yeah, she's cooking something. She's fucking cooking bologna. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, SpongeBob did this a little bit better. Yeah, that's a good bit of information.
Full Zero
sorry.
F Pestilence super chatted $1.99. SpongeBob did it better.
Yeah.
But that's not very interesting, is it? So let's go on the toxic gossip train.
Oh, okay.
Locomotives fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train. Steamroll over someone's reputation. Toxic gossip train. hop on board, but close your eyes. Otherwise you'll realize that the train is made of lies, and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die. But hey, at least you're having fun. In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes.
Okay, I just have to take miniature breaks. Yes, my CAMPFIRESONG song. Bro, come on. Stop. Oh my god, this is fucking crazy.
We should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. The problem is, and it's something you have to come to terms with, is that you weren't like a 20-year-old person when you did this. You were like a 30, right? So I agree with the overall idea that we weren't really having robust conversations about what was the word, parasocial relationships that make the non-celebrity side think that they know the other person more and more willing to trust them and engage with them in ways that they might look past the boundary that they would normally set with somebody else, right? I understand that. I get it. I know that part of her motivation was probably just to be nice to friends. I mean, there are other aspects of this though where people are alleging that she was sending Tate to other people and whatnot. Those are things to bring up as well. But holy fuck, this is just not the way to bring it up. You should have listened to your team, or you should have came forward and like talked about it. This is not good. This isn't a good response. You should have came forward and said, listen, I did some really inappropriate shit that I'm not proud of. I'm a fucking moron. I'm a theater idiot. There are boundaries that I crossed that I didn't realize, that I had a negative impact on so many young people's minds. And in some ways, it was all unintentional. And, I'm very sorry for that. And there's nothing that I could do to ever make up for that. But just know that I never intended to have a negative impact on people. If that's what she had said, short, sweet, 1 minute long, okay. Because there's a lot of inappropriate jokes that were public. And I look at that and, I'm 33, so I grew up with Ren and Stimpy, where there was a lot of not even undertones of sexual inappropriate jokes in cartoons. And so I understand that. The private stuff, you shouldn't be, even as if it's just as like a silly joke when someone asks, like, what's the Q&A question I should ask? You shouldn't be suggesting to a 17-year-old to be saying, are you a virgin, or sex positions or anything. I know that it's not her trying to groom somebody sexually, but that, still be like, yeah, that was really stupid, but this is not good. Like, you can't come on here with a fucking song. Because if you have a 10-minute song here, which I'm assuming is 10, I thought it was just going to be an intro, but golly. If you have a 10-minute song, to me that suggests that it took you a few days to write this. You spent more time coming up with this. This is the problem. This is my biggest issue. My biggest issue here, to me, is that it comes off that she spent more time coming up with a song to communicate her innocence than to critically think about the way that she could have negatively impacted people. That's my thing. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. She didn't spend enough time trying to be empathetic to some of the harm that she may have caused. And that's the biggest problem, right? Because when we talk about, like, hey, what's accountability? And I don't know what accountability looks like here. Some people are saying she should never be around children again. I think that's disproportionate. Me personally, I don't fucking know. I mean, Jesus Christ, cut off a thumb, I think, well, that might have been good. Cut off her thumb. Then she couldn't have done this. Cut off her right hand. And then she actually would have been better off. Make sure it rhymes. What rhymes a groomer? Boomer? I'm just a boomer. I'm just a boomer. I'm not a groomer. Like, that's what I'm assuming that line's going to be in there. Colleen, I could have helped you write that part. But it just shows you put too much effort into a fucking song. Yeah, she's freestyling. Yeah, she's that good. True. She's the next Playboy Cardi. That's a name, I think. Hey, where's Nardwuar? Is he going to visit? Maybe he can give her a gift of somebody else's bra and panties that she sent to a kid. It's like, come on, you have to acknowledge these are so bad. You can't respond like this. Oh, Jesus, what's going on under there? Under where? Oh, you got me. You got me. Okay.
And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue
You try to
try
sing?
What? Oh, you don't care? Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is
She rhymed, dude. She's like Eminem. She just rhymed accountability with mom mentality. Holy fuck! A little impressed. A little impressed. I like that one. I'm not a groomer, but I wish I could have dispelled these rumors sooner. Oh Jesus, this is terrible. This is fucking abysmal. Okay.
is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise.
Okay. Yeah. She looks like me. Okay.
I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gas.
I think that she actually can hear the comments because she's fucking insane. Damn. This is a good. This is the screenshot for the fucking. This is gonna be the thumbnail right here. Not me picking my nose. This is incredible. You know what I heard? Actually, I heard that Taylor Swift helped her write this song. So shout out to Taylor Swift.
I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that. Oh.
Whoa, dude! Oh my God!
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me. Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little back.
Listen, man. Holy fuck.
I'm sure you're disappointed in my shitty little song. I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
Well, I don't think that anybody made anything up. I think that people are perceiving this as, I think that years after the event has ended, that, well, first of all, things get sensationalized. So I think there's a level of sensationalization at this. And I think that a lot of anger and resentment festered up over the past 3 years, and things kind of exploded, right? But either way, I don't want her to just say I don't want her to just say I did everything I'm in the wrong. I think that that's weak. I think that there are too many people on the internet that will apologize when they're not in the wrong. And they will be like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I did it. I'm 100% guilty," and then they'll kind of move on. Like, I think that you should, but this is not the way to do it. You have to be an intelligent person. You have to sit down and be empathetic to the harm that you caused. And you remember, you're the adult. You need to sit here and you need to parse through and be like, there are things that I did that were wrong, and I have to take accountability. But I think that these are unfair, labels of me as a person. Yeah. That would have been better.
Hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather round, cause we're about to attack. But not based on facts, oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen. So shoot me down quick, hit the click and bam. My reputation's deceased.
Yeah, I changed my mind. This was the perfect response, Miranda. Oh, sorry, Colleen. It's hard to differentiate, considering you're fucking singing right now. You don't understand, she's a theater kid. Yeah.
I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl Miranda sings. You know the one. Yeah, her. She's PG-13. It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Anyway, I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see.
I mean, this isn't a bad point. Because she's talking about her public content that like I said, was like Ren and Stimpy. And right now what she's going to talk about is like, hey, I made the content, and then parents would bring their kids to the shows. Listen, for sure, there needs to be more parental supervision. And to be fair to those parents, the internet's somewhat new, and so a lot of parents were slacking on their ability to do that. But goddamn, Colleen, this ain't it, girl.
I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable with their families watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows. Now, have I made some jokes in poor taste? Yes. Have I made lots of dumb mistakes? Yes. Am I sad that there are some fans who feel betrayed? Yes. But was my intention to manipulate? No.
I agree with that. Sure, probably.
It doesn't really matter what my intention was, because it seems as though everyone's already...
I was 11 watching those creepy period jokes. What creepy period jokes are you specifically talking about? Because also, not for nothing, and listen, this might be a little bit of a hot take, but just think about this. Like, periods aren't sexual. It's just fucking, we should normalize periods. Like, little girls are meant to be, like, made to feel like they're disgusting because they have a natural part of their body happening. Like, I feel like that's hurtful to women. It's like, oh, it's disgusting. Like, obviously, I'm not, like, blood is gross. It's a natural part of, like, your life, you know? And so I feel like there's, like, that weird energy there. You know, it's obviously not appropriate for an adult to talk to them. But I saw, like, the whole... she's on stage with a fucking open tampon. It's like, again, just weird, edgy humor. You know? Yeah. The problem is that, like, the constant reminder, but why get so personal with kids? That's one of the weird things. That, like, I see some really good criticisms of her when she has private conversations with people. And then what happens is they have a really good point. Like, hey, these private conversations are super inappropriate. But then they'll say, but look at the jokes she made publicly that we all used to love. That means that she's some kind of a predator. And it's like, well, chill. You know, that, again, I get it's not appropriate. But, like, I wouldn't go back and look at Ren and Stimpy and be like, holy fuck, like, that's grooming. You know, like, I'm older, so when you do more on-the-line type edgy humor, things were obviously, like, years later, things are going to shift, and all of a sudden, that's not appropriate. You know, Theo Von has a funny joke about how he doesn't use the N-word anymore because it's not, like, appropriate, right? I've never. But, right? And it's more of the stuff, like, what's going on in private. Like, she could have said, like, listen, the stuff I did in public, like, go fuck yourself. Like, that was edgy humor. Yeah, it might have been out of taste, but you should be more worried about the private stuff, because there are people, especially a parent, if they're watching this, would be like, well, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, what the fuck is the motivation to talk to, even if it's through a joke? Why would you at 30-something ask a 17-year-old kid if they're a virgin? Like, what? That's not appropriate. Like, what was going through your mind? And that's what I want to know. Because, again, I don't think that she's a predator, but, like, what made you go, like, this is okay? Like, why? What has happened in your life? Like, did you not get punished enough? Like, what happened? What happened? That's like a specific answer that I would like. Hey, what motivated you to ask that question? That's the question. Like, what motivated you to think that? It's like, what do you? I need an informed answer on that. That's a reasonable question. That's the question that I really like. What made you feel comfortable asking that question? And that's what I want to know. You know, when it comes to people claiming that she was trying to, like, exploit labor, which is just ridiculous, because I know that she had a contract, like an unpaid contract, like, oh, you know, well, you can run my Colleen's or fucking Miranda sings and unpaid, and then maybe I'll pay you after if it goes well. And it didn't go well, right? So, like, that's ridiculous. That's not exploitation of labor. But there are some real things to parse through, you know? So.
Already decided on that. Let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world call you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words a person can be called, in my opinion. It doesn't matter that these things aren't true.
You know which one hurt her the most? When that one guy called her a silly goose. I know that fucking devastated her. I'm just saying, that was probably the worst one she heard. That's the most devastating fucking thing that I could think of. Bro, that's just not appropriate what you just said. I'm gonna let this alert play. You're wild, brother. Oh my god. This guy just asked in the fucking, it's gonna come up in a second, but he says, could this be the song?
Silver Eagle super chatted $1.99. Could this be the song of the summer though?
Yeah, incredible. Sure. Well, play it.
Everyone just believes that you are the type of person who manipulates and abuses children.
Yeah, I think that's disproportionate.
So I just wanted to say that the only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser who but didn't understand I shouldn't respond to fans. And I'm not a predator, even though a lot of you think so, because 5 years ago I made a fart joke.
A little more than that, but okay. Oh my god. The problem here is that I know this is part of the song. Like, with this pause for effect, like this is part of the script. It's like it's like dot 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 dot, pause for 15 seconds and then play. Like, that's the thing. Pause for effect. This isn't real. I'm sure she's frustrated, but this is part of the song.
So, even though I know this video won't change anyone's mind about me,
Of course it's not. There's no way a logical person would have thought it would.
I still felt it was important to come on here and defend myself a little and take accountability.
Oh god.
And I also wanted to say that to anyone out there who has ever supported me in any capacity, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. For what it's worth, I never had any bad intentions.
I believe that. But this is the perfect example. I never had any bad intentions, but look at what happens when she has good intentions. This video. This is Colleen, what the fuck's the matter with you? Oh my god.
But I do feel like
People don't like normal apologies, to be fair. No, but the thing is that, like, here's the thing. I get that. Nobody would probably fully accept any apology she made. But this is just like, just say this without singing it. And make sure there's no rhymes. Because that's important. Because then they think you're going to rap it. No rapping, no singing, no ukulele, no soft music undertone through the video, no dramatic pauses, no zoom-ins, no filters. Just go up and be like, listen, fuck. Oh my god. This is like peak mental breakdown. She was like stared at my soul on that one.
the toxic gossip train.
No. Did you see that? Hold on.
The toxic gossip train.
No! Colleen!
Jogging down the tracks of...
Fuck. Did she fucking dim the goddamn... Did she put a dimmer switch on during that? Was that intentional? Maybe it's not. Maybe her fucking lighting's all over the place. It dims out here. Is this intentional?
Jogging down the tracks
Or is this just a fucking... Is she having the lights go with her mood?
of misinformation.
No. I hope that it was just a coincidence.
Gossip train. You got a one-way ticket.
It just looks like it's getting darker and darker as the music gets somber. Maybe it's just me, and I'm like, just my fucking eyes are melting out of my brain.
To manipulation station.
It looks like it is.
Toxic gossip train.
Is it the sun? Oh, shut up. Okay, like, I know what the sun is. Okay, fuck you, dude. Like, I go outside and I know what the sun is. Shut up. I don't know what the fucking sun is, dude. Do you think I know what it outside looks like? Jesus Christ. Shut up. All right, the sun is on her side. On that side, because that's west. I don't know. Shut up. Yeah, she has such a heartfelt, beautiful song that the clouds are coming out. The angels are crying. And it's starting to rain. Sorry, look at that. That's rain.
Guide me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Rumors look like facts when you don't mind the gaps.
Yeah, but you could have defended yourself, Colleen, instead of a song.
I won't survive in the crash.
And you have a team and you're a millionaire, so you could be like, listen, guys, I need you to collect. Listen, she's like a fucking millionaire. What she could have said is, listen, I need you guys to watch a bunch of content from all these different people, and I need you to go for the factual information. I need you to take the screenshots, the this, the that, the other thing. And I will sit down, and I will go through all of it specifically and say, listen, this was my intent. Categorize it. You could have categorized it from private things to public things, right? You could have talked about the public things first, the inappropriate jokes. Hey, listen, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was edgy humor. You could have talked about all that. And then you could have done the private stuff, obviously, much more apologetically, because regardless of how inflated the narrative has gotten, there's still things to criticize you for that are perfectly reasonable. And then you could have talked about those, and you said, listen, like, I know I fucked up, and I understand why people want me off the internet, but, like, I'm not a bad person, and I'm, like, really sorry. Like, you really could have done so much of a better job. I wonder who your team is. Like, what is your team? Like, the A team? Like, what's happening here? You know, that was an obscure reference. Write a song, Colleen! That's B.A. Baracus. It's, probably don't know who that is. I don't know. So, yeah. Checker tags? How do you check tags? How does somebody check tags on a video? I don't understand that.
But hey, hope you had some fun.
Okay. Oh no, did you write this in there too to make it seem like you were going to end it and then you retract?
Actually, you know...
Actually, let me just go off the dome piece here into the next verse of the song you're not supposed to know was planned.
I feel like maybe I should let you guys know something. It seems like maybe you're confused about something. I don't know. Let me try to help.
Okay. This has not helped.
Sometimes
You don't think she should monetize it at least? I mean, she should have at this point. You know, fuck it.
people make a mistake, and it doesn't make them a horrible person. Whoa.
I made a mistake by not fucking shaving my head.
Sometimes people can make a mistake, and they're still a good person. Crazy, I know.
I personally just wouldn't even say you're a good person at all, or a bad person. If I was you, I just wouldn't have even gone there. I would have let the people decide after I proposed my information in a much more better way.
Sometimes people can make a mistake, and you don't have to take that mistake, oh no, and twist it up and grind it and add some lies to it and pulverize it and stab it with knives and ruin a life and oh no, sometimes people can make a mistake. It doesn't mean you gotta send them hate.
Okay, I understand that. But the listen, again, narrative's gone out of control, but everybody makes mistakes, but there is a proportionality to mistakes that need to be addressed proportionately. The primary focus needs to be on showing people that you didn't have the intentions that people are assigning to you unjustifiably, while taking accountability for the things that you did wrong, regardless of what your intentions were. But just, I made a mistake, bro. You know? Like, yeah, I know, I did run over that wife and child. But we all make mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal. I did. I don't know what else to say. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, she should have just uploaded the Grimace Shake challenge, and then this would have been so much better.
Oh no, sometimes people can make a mistake, and you can kindly let them know and help them to grow.
I mean, the real question is, where'd you get the couch from? Because I kind of like it. I mean, my wife and I are looking for, we want to get a couch. So.
Sometimes people make mistakes simply because they made a mistake.
Wow. And that's why I'm gonna try the Grimace Shake. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. That was the perfect roll into, bro. You could have rhymed that.
And that mistake doesn't make them a terrible human.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to think theater nerds are terrible human beings.
It just makes them a human.
Okay.
But what do I know? Fuck me, right?
Okay. I like how the end of that intentionally had like a black ending. I don't know. I feel like, right? I don't know. Is that normal?
Fuck me, right?
I don't think so now. I'm married. Anyway, listen. I don't know what to say. Wubba lubba dub, is that true? I don't know what to say. Her ex-husband responded on Twitter. What did he say? What's the Twitter? I'd like to see it. Listen, man, like I said before, I think the narrative has gone too far. It's too sensationalized. I don't think that she's a groomer or a predator. I think that we are constantly shifting the meaning of words to fit a lot of scenarios where it doesn't fit. Grooming is definitionally intentionally manipulating typically a child and setting them up for some kind of illegal exploitation, whether it's some kind of sexual exploitation, joining a gang, joining a terrorist organization, or selling drugs. The allegations against her are she was grooming people for financial exploitation. Just not true. Because somebody ran a Twitter for her and she didn't pay them, but she might have if they worked out. It didn't work out, or that she was sending people to go be hateful to other people. That's not work. When it comes to the private conversations where she became too friendly, that's not a grooming thing. There's no intentionality of her grooming to be openly emotional with her fans. That seems to be something she did, but the grooming part is just not true. This is a good thumbnail pick as well. Yeah, we'll put this one on the roster. I feel like you are more focused on the music than what she's actually saying. I'm focused on both. It's just fucking crazy. We have to understand that the way somebody relays information is definitely a factor, right? Like if I was somebody that thought that Colleen was a predator, and then I saw her make a musical rendition of an apology, if I was a psychopath, I'd be like, why are you making an apology that appeals to kids? I mean, that's what some fucking people are gonna say. Make the apology like a grown up. Be a grown up.